This is the first minor fault on your mock test. It came under signalling incorrectly, so you shouldn't have signaled. So I'll show you what happened.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout, first exit.
So the sat nav says cross the roundabout, first exit, and I think you thought maybe that means it's a left turn. First exit means left turn. No, it doesn't. First exit can be straight ahead. So here, after you gave us left signal, I interrupted and I said, at both the roundabouts, go straight ahead, because you gave a left signal and the sat nav said cross the roundabout, first exit. So this is the first roundabout, and the first exit is not a left, it's straight ahead. Okay, deal with the second roundabout later. First deal with this first one.
Go straight ahead at both the
roundabout, first exit.
And then later you asked me what is that road there. So that road is the entrance to the car park for Lidl. So this is before the roundabout, so it can't be for this here. Okay, so you can't be giving a signal for this.
Which one am I taking? This exit, left? No.
Okay, so the first mini roundabout is here. Okay, my finger is, this is the first mini roundabout. Okay, that left turn there is past the first mini roundabout, so that's part of the second roundabout. So first mini roundabout, this is the circle for it. First exit, cross the roundabout, first exit, you just go in there. When you get to this giveaway line, then you come to the second mini roundabout. The sat nav usually doesn't tell you about the second exit, second roundabout quick enough. So the examiner will usually tell you go ahead at both mini roundabouts.
This is the first exit straight. The second roundabout, you're going to go straight. Okay.
So here you got another minor fault.
I would have signaled if I'm going that way, isn't it?
From your right, there was a car coming and it signaled left. You should have carried on. So you got a minor fault for hesitating. Just can't see it in the camera.
Yeah, you would have got a minor fault. Yeah, because he turned left and I think he would have gone straight.
Cross the roundabout, second exit.
So this is the second exit you've just taken now. Now you've gone past the roundabout. The roundabout's finished.
No, when it first said about the roundabout, yeah, it said cross the roundabout, cross the roundabout, cross first exit. Yeah. I think when you had first exit, you thought to the left. Yeah, you gave a left signal. So
the next mistake was a serious fault at the bigger roundabout. So it said cross the roundabout, third exit. So it means Harlow, M11, Epping.
Cross the roundabout, third exit.
Okay, so you're given a right signal. Now what you notice, there's only one lane. There's only just one lane joining the roundabout. So when you go into the roundabout, there'll only be one lane inside the roundabout. So when you went inside the roundabout, you should have just kept in the middle of the lane, the big lane inside the roundabout. But you kept too much to the right. Made things more difficult. So here, you've kept your car too much here. You should have kept your car a bit more here in the middle. Okay, then every other car behind you would just follow you rather than try and squeeze past you.
this one.
Now can you see you're too much to the right, and then you were confused about if it's this one. You're already too much near the curb here. Trying to come off here is going to be difficult. You should have already been more in the middle and coming off a lot earlier. Now when you come off, you've come off nearer this side, near this white line here. And that's when the car behind beeped at you, because it didn't look like you wanted to come off this exit. You came off very late. The car behind you was already in the correct position to come off. Then they had to brake as soon as you've come to the left in front of them. So this is a serious fault because you've slowed them down. So now I'm just going to show you again without pausing and interrupting the video.
Do this one. Take the one you think is.
Your next fault was a minor fault. You approached the traffic really fast and had to brake quite hard late on. So I think maybe because we were talking, you got distracted.
But the problem started because you was like so far to the right. Yeah. Inside the roundabout.
So that was quite a harsh brake.
A minor fault. You're leaving the braking a bit late. I've not.
So I think the reason why you brake quite late could be because it's a new car. Also, maybe you don't have a reference point of where to stop. You stop so you can see the tyres and the tarmac in between you and the car in front. So the back tyres of the car in front of you and the tarmac in between you. You want to see tyres and tarmac. The next fault was a serious fault. And it was for going too fast. So here, if you can see, we're just passing a sign that says 40 mile an hour. So now we know this road is 40 mile an hour. And the speed is now 40 until you next see another sign. If you don't see another sign, it remains at 40 mile an hour. So the last sign you saw is what still applies. And this is for all roads. I'm just going to speed up a little bit here until we see the next sign. So it's still 40. Okay, now here is where it's going to change to 30 mile an hour. And you just didn't slow down at all after you didn't see the sign. So you can see there's two big signs, one on either side, 30. So by the time you cross this sign, even says on the floor, by the time you cross this sign, you cannot be higher than 30. So you must slow down before you get to the sign. As soon as you pass the sign, it's 30. You cannot be doing more than 30. So past the sign, you were doing 40, a solid 40. This is a solid 40. You're doing 40 mile an hour. And then yeah. Your next serious fault was at the end of this road.
After 100 yards, turn right.
So,
Then, at the end of the road, turn left.
So SatNav said turn right at the end of the road. The marking has faded off on the floor. There is no marking on the floor, but you've gone into the wrong lane.
Then, at the end of the road,
You're in the wrong side. You're on the right side of the road. You should treat it like a normal road and keep on the left side as you come out of here and turn right. So this is a serious fault, something you failed for. And then on one occasion you went the wrong way, but it wasn't a fault. Okay, so this is what happened.
after 200 yards, cross the roundabout, first exit.
Okay, so it said cross the roundabout, first exit. So here's a sign warning you there's a roundabout coming up. And then there's another sign, it's a blue sign here. You're at the mini roundabout now. So it said cross the roundabout, first exit. So clearly we can see the first exit is there. So it's a left turn, okay? But you didn't give a signal and you went straight ahead, second exit. Now this is not a fault and it won't be marked down as a fault on the test because you haven't done anything wrong driving wise. Going the wrong direction is not a fault, as long as you don't give the wrong signal and don't confuse anyone. If you go the wrong way, the examiner will say, ignore the sat-nav and just follow my instructions. Now, after going the wrong way, I asked you to pull over on the left, and this is where the next minor fault happened. As you pulled over, you brushed the tyre along the curb. So you just touched the curb a little bit, so it's a minor fault. Now, your next fault was a serious fault, a major fault. So you could be coming down this road, there's parked cars on the left. A car comes around the bend, and then you can see what you've done wrong. You've just not pulled into the left to let them pass. You shouldn't keep to the right, you should be keeping to your left. So your position is wrong. And then here, I've said at the end of the road, we're going to turn left.
get faded off, then go left.
Now, here you've not used the left side of the road to get to here. You've kind of just gone straight over that way, which is kind of wrong as well. But when we got here,
oh, this left after the no.
I think you thought the left turn was after over there, but the left is where you are now. You are at a give way, so turning left is just going this way. That's the left turn.
Just follow the road past the zebra crossing. Okay. And now at the mini roundabout, you're going to follow ahead, and the second roundabout you're going to go ahead.
Okay, so here there's two roundabouts. The first roundabout, here's the circle for it, and the red car has gone past the first roundabout. They are now queuing for the second roundabout. Okay, so we're going ahead at the first roundabout, so we're going to go and queue up behind the red car. Then at the second roundabout, which is this roundabout sign, we're going to go ahead as well. So you just need to give way to your right hand side, what's coming from that direction there.
So we're going to go ahead of this roundabout. From the right. Yeah.
So give way to that car. Okay. Right, now the first roundabout is complete. Now the second roundabout, we're going ahead, and this time that's the first exit, that's the second exit ahead, so we're going that way. So this car is being obstructed by this car. This car is shielding off the grey car. This white van comes then and shields them off, and you haven't gone. So this is a minor fault for hesitating. 3 cars have now come and shielded it off, and you should have gone.